I haven't talked to Kevin, to be honest with you. I just told him yesterday I don't want to do this anymore. He looks like a fool. I stand up to these people. I'm not your fucking feature. I'm not your sidekick. Go fuck yourself. I'm gone, so good luck. I mean, I'm just not going to do the podcast. I'm just saying it would just financially wasn't making sense to put all that energy and time into Kevin's podcast. He was always interrupting. And you got to learn to pick your spots. You know, Kevin's hard to, because Kevin goes on rants and he can talk nonstop. So you got to learn a different skill set on when to come in, and you have to be quick. So I don't have an ego about it. My comedy goal was always to get on Conan. I haven't talked to Kevin, to be honest with you. I just told him yesterday I don't want to do this anymore. Nothing. He never texted me back. So, because we were supposed to do the football podcast and he didn't want to do it. And he went off on me. And I'm just like, I don't need this. I just don't need it. I don't want it. It's like, I lined up the football podcast yesterday. I got Earl, and I fucked that up. And I'm texting back and forth. And me and Ken are just sitting there in Zoom waiting. And Kevin just didn't want to do it. And I was like, all right, well, what are we doing? That was just one of many, many, many things. It was all boiling up. You know, he doesn't seem to want to do it either. So why am I putting energy into it when he doesn't give a fuck? So I got to have some structure and consistency with what we're doing. I just can't. Am I going to be on podcast one week? Are we going to do it at 3? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I can't book guests if I don't know if there's going to be a podcast. And if I book a guest and you tell me to move it, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. But the problem is he doesn't really believe in any of it. So he looks like a fool. He divided his audience. I mean, I don't know. The audience was divided, but I love the fact that we got to talk to Craig Kilborn for over an hour because I was such a fan of the Craig Kilborn show. I'm gone, so good luck. I stand up to these people. I'm not your fucking feature. I'm not your sidekick. Go fuck yourself. He has like little guys working for him. Like he's like little peasants doing things. And he tried to turn me into one. I'm like, nah, fuck you. I'm not doing it. There's no animosity with Kevin. Honestly, it was getting thankless. I felt like I provided something. I feel like I helped him out. You know, I helped him, get his album on Sirius XM as an exclusive, and he's going to get compensated through Sound Exchange with that. Helped him get him the gig at Side Splitters where he recorded it. Helped him get a ton of great guests for his podcast and notoriety. I'm done being co-host. I'm done. It's thankless. I'm done. I go fuck yourself. I'm not a sidekick. So I don't believe in him as a person. I think he's full of shit. I still want to be friends with the guy. I like him. He's basically done. And he's corny. He has terrible influences and terrible taste. There's no way you can tell me how I'm unfunny, I suck. There's no creative way you can word it that's gonna get to me anymore, and I don't give a fuck. And he talked a lot of shit about me, man. He's burned a lot of bridges.
Use your vagina, but know what you're doing.
Marina Franklin's not that way.
Know exactly what you're doing. So, Cherry, what are you going to bring up, like random examples? Jessica Carson's not that way either, but she's a lesbian. I'm talking about the general rule versus the aberrations. If you want to talk aberrations, we could do that all day with everything. There's white guys in the NBA, isn't there? You fucking hacked. Cut him loose. Cut Chad loose, Adam.
What?
Kevin is funny, but he's an asshole. Maybe you need to hook up with Florida people, like Kelta. He's got coin. Kevin's funny and all, but you definitely can do your own thing. I am the guardian of comedy. Maybe I'll move to South Carolina and be Anthony Cumia's co-host. Honestly, he's not a comedian. He's a fool. He's a moron, and I'm not that guy. If he's not into his own podcast, why am I into it? I just got in front of it. And I'm tired of being people's co-host, to be honest with you. I'm just tired of it. I don't want to be a co-host anymore. I'm not a co-host. My Patreon is not at a level to justify the amount of work I'm putting into this. There's no return. I might as well have the 9-to-5 job. Yeah, I sent Dave Landau an email. I think I'll join Louder with Crowder. He's like, go fuck yourselves. I don't owe anyone. Be nice to have a little bit more. Adam said, I just got a text from Adam. Did you really quit or is it fake news? If it's a hoax, I won't blow it. No, it's real, dude. The stand-up comedy podcast boom is coming to an end. It's pretty easy to fucking hide behind a fake screen name and a fake profile and say shit. It's really easy to do, so you're not getting to me. Ooh, Dave Chappelle's in here. Lord be praised. Wow, I didn't know Dave Chappelle knew. Yeah, I was at his house. Dave, you remember when I was at your house in Dayton with Godfrey? Godfrey sent me this. What happened? Why am I here? Is this the real Dave Chappelle? From Springfield, Ohio? Where we sat in your, what was that? Your bar area? My favorite moment of the evening was just me, Dave Chappelle, and Godfrey. And there was a purple motorcycle in the corner by the jukebox. I go, Dave, where'd you get that motorcycle? And he's like, Prince gave me that shit. Dave says, good night that night. Yellow Springs. That's right, Yellow Springs. Dave Chappelle, do you need money? What's up, Chad? Yes, Dave. Give me some of that Netflix money that you cashed in on. Dave, how did it feel to beat Kevin on Star Search? Dave says, all right, I'm out, Chad. Later, Dave Chappelle. Best of luck. See, I actually think this is Dave Chappelle because I know for a fact he told me to my face that he's always on YouTube. Like, he doesn't really check his social media or anything, but he goes, I'm always on YouTube. He watches YouTube all day long. Chad, you know people can make up fake names right here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But on the flip side of that, Dave's always on YouTube. The stand-up comedy podcast boom is coming to an end.